Let's take a look at the video, okay, guys?
No brain.
All right, let's go. Let's take a look at the video. Sorry about that, guys. Warcraft from a new perspective. This is it. Early versions of WoW, the game files contained a map of Hellfire Peninsula. The map is known as Old Outland, and the zone was scrapped before the Burning Crusade came out. Although it is vastly different from what we got, you can still spot a few similarities that came out. That's obviously the Dark Portal, the biggest one right there. This version of Dark Portal is the same size as the one on the Azeroth side. Look how fucking big it is, dude. This actually is a lot like the Hellfire Citadel that came out. There's the trees. There's the trees right there. Those are the little catapults and shit that they had there in Hellfire Citadel 2. They never used those weird fucking, like skin trees or whatever. With like the spikes on them. The claws. It's so big, too. I don't know if it's... Oh, wow. Oh, it is big. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't think they ever used these. Yeah, it might be a little bit too loud. Let me turn it down. Okay, there we go. It should be better. Hellfire Peninsula. Yeah, it's just hard for me to say. This is incredible. Oh, wait. What the fuck is that? It's almost like a piranha plant or something. Oh, dude, the Plaguelands? Really? I thought they didn't use those specifically in the Plaguelands. Maybe I'm wrong. Looks like Western Plaguelands. Yeah, kind of. I can see why they changed it. Oh, that's the Horde area. Look at this shit, dude. Imagine if they added this shit back into vanilla WoW. In the same way. Well, there's little shit on the wall, too. Damn, this place is really big. Recolored in Zangar? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's about the same. Oh, is it still too loud? There we go. Okay, that should be fine. Read the comments on the RIP video. I don't want to get, like, negative about that, you know? Was eventually use it for, like, assets in 1.13? Yeah, they could... Yeah, look at this. Perfect after Nax content. I mean, if they did anything, this is kind of what people would want to see. Damn, this place is really big. The Ruined Alliance Keep may be the first version of what later became Honor Hold. God damn. This is really nice. Okay. This Hellfire Peninsula, not Citadel? That's what I meant to say. Check out the Eastern Stone Talon Mountains. Well, right now I'm looking at this. Okay, so these are like just the same areas that they've had before, unfortunately. Let's see. This could be an early version of Thrall. Oh yeah, this is the Horde Town from Hellfire Peninsula. I guess. It actually reminds me a lot of it. They haven't changed. I mean, they did change a lot, but I could see that it was kind of the same intent. And there's like the giant hold that you were supposed to go into and talk to that weird fucking guy with the wolf head. We're using the 3 same cane bottles. Hey, you don't mess with success, right? Look at this. This one destroyed. Oh, they use this place in Terrakar Forest. They had this exact same building back there too. Don't ever disrespect yeah, Nazgro. Yeah, Hand of the War Chief. Yeah, what a dumb bitch. Oh. Oh, these are where the broken guys are supposed to be at, I'm assuming. Like the, like a comma in all of them. Okay, Nazgro's not up. Yeah, I don't know about that. Gnome has your haircut. I guess he does. Okay, use it in Hellfire Peninsula as well. Yeah, check out the Emerald Dream glitch. Okay, well, let me look at this first. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Some, like, fucking weird spire thing. Okay. That's cool. Pools of Agmar can be found in this version as well. However, the remains are much smaller here. Oh! Yeah, this is the pit lord that was there. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. Of course that's gonna be. Of course he's gonna be there. Why would he not be there? Oh, wow. Wait, they changed that. I don't think that's how he looks on live. He doesn't have any, there's like no skin on him or anything. God damn, dude. This place is really big. I didn't even realize this. I thought it was much smaller. It was like just like maybe a small, like little, you know, like half of Elwyn Forest or something. This is massive. I already want to play this more than Nazjar. I think that's because you know too much more about Nazjar. Like, I'm not surprised that you feel that way. Well, I think the areas in the game now are too small and too condensed. They need to space things out and make them a lot bigger and like spread out. And that's what I think they need to do. Kind of like Stormsong Valley, but more so. Stormsong Valley is a good start. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's probably where the Crystal Giants were gonna be at. Dude, this place is fucking huge. A bit outside the main area, a cut-off piece of land with some ruins and a silithid cave can be found. Oh. Oh. And that's that's the same shit that was in ZA. Or ZF. And it's also just in Tanaris. God damn. Looks like Tanaris map. Yeah, exactly. It's basically like Tanaris, but it's Outland. I can see why they scrapped this, though. I can. Wow. Holy shit, just like a gamer developer area, it's not a zone? Well, of course it was supposed to be a zone. I mean, they were obviously developing Outland. This was the first draft of Outland that just didn't have... Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That's a lot. Holy shit, boys. That is a lot. Yeah, this is a massive zone, man. Holy fuck. This is like way bigger than any other zone in the game, I'm pretty sure. This is BFA. Yeah, bigger than BFA, exactly. It's really small, actually. I don't think so. I can see why. I can see why they changed it, though. Like, let's be honest here. So here's why I think they changed it personally. Is because a lot of these areas are kind of very derivative of things that we've already kind of seen in the game. You know, like we've seen a lot of these areas in the Western Plaguelands and in the Plaguelands in general. You know, like these areas, just like random caves. This reminds you a lot of like, you know, Netherguard Keep kind of to a certain extent. And, you know, like what they actually did come out with for Outland was much more unique in my mind than what we're seeing right here. Outside of like obviously the asset placements. And it's very clear also with like the this area here. This is basically just Tanaris, but it's red instead of brown. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Seems like it was hard to fit mobs in there, so they smoothed it over, made it a lot better. Well, here's what yeah, it was rehashed kind of. Here's what I think they should do. Like whenever people see areas like this and they feel like, oh my God, this is such a really cool place. What I like about this area and what you want to think about this area is that most of the space in here is a completely open space. Like there's not really a whole lot going on there. It's just completely open spaces that you're able to just kind of do whatever the fuck you want in. And I think that's one of the things that a lot of people missed about like WoW back in the day is that not every single little square foot of the game had to have 8 different usages for, 3 different quests. There were just areas in the game where you could just go and explore, and they were just there for you to go and explore. And that's all there is to it. And I do wish that they had that. They use a human for scale whenever making zones. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what makes sense. Keep in mind, this is actually in development since the start of vanilla. Well, one way or another, I mean, like, I just really like seeing stuff like this. And I think it also does, it's very telling of, like, why players, I think there's a certain beauty of having things that are more spread out and they're not as, what's really the word for this? Not defined. They're not as like kept together and like people aren't taking them as seriously, right? And they're not just like overdeveloped. I think overdeveloped is probably the best way to look at it. They're overdeveloped, and yeah, they're compact, condensed, clustered, congested. That's a definitely good word. Dense, compartmentalized, maybe a little bit. Spoon-fed? No, not spoon-fed. I think we're kind of just getting into like random criticisms of the game. But in general, I think that, yeah, the way that they did Vanilla WoW, and if you go and you look at like the map in Vanilla WoW, for example, and you look at right here, Twilight Grove, there's really nothing going on in most of the areas here. There's not really a lot going on here. Elwyn Forest, yeah, there's a few points of interest and everything like that, but it doesn't have like the same compact nature where every single different place has 3 different purposes. And I think that's something that BFA really kind of did way too much of. And I think also you can compare that to Legion too. You look at like High Mountain or like Stormheim. Each part of those areas have 3 different caves underneath them, and the zones are extremely compact. What I would like to see them do more. Look at Tanaris. Okay, we'll look at Tanaris. Yeah, there's basically fucking nothing there. You know why there's nothing there? Because it's a goddamn desert. Look at Ungoro Crater. It's a crater. There's dinosaurs in here. And I wish that Blizzard would make more zones and make them less condensed. And they would just like, instead of add in an expansion with like maybe 3 like hyper condensed zones with a bunch of content inside of them, make 5 or 6 zones with a lot less content in each one of them, so people can explore and just kind of go through them and just experience them in a normal way, right? That's what I would kind of like to see much more of. Smaller zones is better? I don't think so. I like the larger, more spaced out zones, like something like Mulgore, where you're just kind of adventuring and you're exploring. And I think that's something that the game's really kind of missed out on recently, and it definitely shows.